I'm an A-list member. I just went last week to go see A Knock at the Cabin. And even if, now I'm curious when they say it doesn't affect A-list people. I don't believe them, because it specifically said on their website, you know, there was like an asterisk, specific showings. The showings before 4 o'clock, it doesn't affect you at all. After 4 o'clock, depending on the movie, I wouldn't be surprised that even as an A-list member, even if it doesn't affect you as an A-list member, it does affect your guests. So if like me, if I went to the movies by myself, theoretically it wouldn't affect me at all. But if we go together, and I like to sit in the middle. Sometimes, well, no, for the most part, sometimes we sit on the side because I don't want to be surrounded by a lot of people.
I try not to get up in the movie. I don't want to miss anything. But I don't like, if I do need to get up, having to be like, excuse me, pardon me,
Yeah.
like down the aisle.
So because of that, and you want to be all fancy all up in the middle with me, then we would be paying for that extra, what, $2, $1, $2 maybe for that premium seats. Now, if we were in the front, which is considered coach in the movie theater, the adult, now the prices go down. It's like, so we're giving you a discount, yeah, if you want to sit in the seats where nobody likes to sit. Here's what I think they're kind of doing. For some situations, they're probably banking on people who want to save as much money as possible. They'll probably pay for those cheaper seats. I don't want to pay $11. I'm used to paying $10, so I'll sit in the front. If you're sitting in the front, that means there's still available seats in the back. Or if the front fills up first because they were cheaper, then the only seats that are left are the ones in the back. That's usually that's not how it's going to happen. I don't think that's going to be how it's going to happen at all.
If you're a member, you'll also get access to the better seats before everybody else. You'll get to choose those seats before others that aren't members.
I don't see how they can enforce that, because if you're willing to pay extra, it doesn't. I mean, they would rather get that dollar anyway, no matter what. But I mean, because if I'm paying for A-list, I'm no matter what, unless they're thinking about increasing the monthly membership of A-list, which I'm watching for that. I'm expecting that to happen too. But I would, if I was them, because capitalism rules everything, I would give people who aren't members first crack. That's just me. I mean, you might be right. I got to look into it. You might be 100% right.
That's what I was looking at.
That might be the situation, but I wouldn't see why they would. I mean, they're going to get more money from the ones who, let me see if I can do this correctly. Oh, it's not going to work. Give me a second, guys. Let me fix this. They're going to get more money from the people who are going to pay that extra dollar who aren't members. So why wouldn't they give them first dibs at it? I mean, it just makes more sense on that level. Let me put this up. Sorry, I'm doing this incorrectly. There we go. So if you go to AMC Sightline is what they're calling it, introducing Sightline. It says an A-lister. Our best seats are included. As an added perk to our AMC Stubs A-list members, reservations can be made in the preferred Sightline seating at no additional cost. I'm expecting that to change. I don't expect that to stay the same.
And it also states that this is a trial program that won't be everywhere. Mm-hmm. It will only be in the big markets initially.
Chicago, New York, I think is what they said.
LA,
yeah.
To see what happens. Because yes, if it immediately is met with
resistance,
too much problems, then they'll go back to the drawing board. So it's not like it's going to come out everywhere, and that's just the way it is. It's a test.
Yeah, that's a test. They testing my nerves is what they're doing.
The beta program. We gotta
more ways to, but they said by the end of the year it's going to be throughout. More ways to watch for less. Sightline at AMC applies to all show times after 4 p.m. So before 4 p.m., I guess, when people are at work and you can't really pay for a ticket. So it's almost like those days where it's like normal when you go to the earlier screenings. It was like $2 or $3 or $4 cheaper because those seats stay empty.
Oh yeah, because there are not many people are going to
because everybody's mostly at work. The matinees, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So that makes sense. So 4 p.m. I guess that's a reasonable time. Will that happen during holidays, spring break, summer? I'm telling you, I'm expecting after a while when they realize, man, we can squeeze an extra dollar here or there. During the summer, it's going to be no matter what time the movie's playing. During Christmas or Thanksgiving vacation, it doesn't matter what time it is. At 4 p.m., I'm telling you, it'll change eventually. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit, but I'm assuming. I got to get my graphic. I got to keep remembering to change those lower thirds. I'm assuming that's going to change. But anything else that you spotted on the website? We're not going to spend too much time on this.
No, not really. Yeah. I mean,
it is what it is. But
you just got AMC is pretty much all we ever go to because you have a,
If you tell them that, then they're going to raise the damn price.
but I mean, we don't, because I had some people that, on my Facebook I saw commenting, there are people I know that I guess either they don't go to movies often or they don't go to AMC, who are like, oh my gosh, you mean I can't just walk in the door and sit in any seat I want to? And I'm,
no,
and of course,
seats.
And of course in my head, I'm like, we've had to choose seats now for
you mean assigned seats? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, AMC's had assigned seating for several years
at least since the pandemic. I mean,
I know. I guess if it's not AMC, other places still are. You just walk in the door and sit down. But AMC's been doing that for several years. That's not new.
Let me see if I can get this correct. There we go. No, it's not anything new at all. I mean, if anything, we were the last country to really get on top of this. Other countries were like, y'all should have been doing this.
Yeah.
You do this for all your other events, music shows, concerts, things like that. Why are people still fighting to be first in a long ass line to try to rush and get into that middle seat that everybody wants? It was all a master plan. I feel like years ago when they were like, yeah, let's incorporate the assigned seating program because eventually we can charge for a premium seating. I bet this was a master plan way back.
Most of the anger were people who were just like, I can't just walk in and sit wherever I want to, and I'm thinking like. I didn't even comment because I'm like,
that would be the situation anyway if the movie theater was
but
packed.
I was just like, clearly you aren't aware that this isn't new. AMC's been doing this. This isn't a new concept.
Yeah, but even back before
you clearly don't go to know that it's already assigned seats.
Right, which means that you're not the suckers that they're trying to target anyway. They're trying to.
So you're getting mad about something that's been going on for a couple of years now. So I don't know what you're
to do about nothing. But but that was also true back in the day. When you weren't, one of the first people to show up, and if the theater was packed, you couldn't just sit anywhere you want. You had to sit wherever was available. It was it's the same scenario. Yeah. At least if you get ahead of it, if you buy your ticket online and purchase at a reasonable time, you'll know that your seat will be available for you. So assigned seating is better. It's been proven. Anyway, guys, let us know what you guys think about what's going on with AMC changing the rules, creating coach and first class, and you should have, what I always say that stewardess that always closes that curtain on coach. You should have worked a little harder. Maybe I wouldn't have to do this. And they shut that damn curtain on you.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.